Boom. Hello. Happy 22, everybody. LT is here. My name is Latasha LT Jimerson. I'm an author, teacher, and book coach. And today we're going to be going over a lot of amazing information. We're going to be talking about how to become a full-time author, how to get paid to publish, how to develop multiple streams of income from just one single manuscript, right? It only takes one book to give you multiple streams of income, but a lot of people don't know how to do it. And so tonight I'm going to be breaking it down. I'm going to be sharing you the nitty gritty details. I'm going to be sharing my secret sauce to how I retired myself at 45 years old from teaching and began this amazing coaching business, which has turned into a complete, total lifestyle for me. And so let's get right into the nitty gritty. Let's get started. Grab your pen, grab your paper, your journal, whatever it is that you need to write with. We're going to be taking a lot of notes and we're going to be learning a lot of information. And we're going to be sharing with each other and we're going to be dreaming again. I'm giving you permission to dream again. This is your time to dream. This is your time to think of something really huge that you want to accomplish in this new year. And we're going to break it down into baby steps. And at the end, I'm going to have you develop a 30-day plan. And you are going to think about and brainstorm what it is that you want to accomplish this year. And you're going to start taking little tiny baby steps, baby steps to get there. And we're all going to get there together because we're going to support each other and we're going to bring value and encouragement into each other's lives. So, if you are wondering, how in the world do I get a book done in 30 days? You're in the right spot. If you're wondering, all right, I got my book done. Now, how do I sell this thing? And how do I sell it 12 months out of the year without struggling and without literally like going around with the books in my trunk of my car and literally hustling and selling them out of the trunk of my car? Like that's old school. New school means we create something that's sustainable. We create a sales funnel and a system that's going to give us traffic and sales the entire year long. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So get ready. Again, my name is Latasha L.T. Jimerson. I'm an author, teacher, and book coach. I have published 8 books myself. 2 of them are collaborations that I created with other teachers and speakers. Those 2 books actually went #1 bestseller on Amazon for the first 30 days that those books were published. And my first book, that I wrote in 2017 is actually what got me started with this whole coaching and publishing business. So I want to teach you how to take that first book and how to transform it into a business, into something that you can actually leave around for your children and grandchildren. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we've already turned off our mics. We already know we're going to be listening and taking notes. We're going to have 2 breakout sessions. So make sure you're ready to participate. And while you're in the breakouts, we're not going to record that part. So you feel free to turn your camera on and just talk to each other and bond with each other and get to know people. Prepare for a picture at the end. Get your lipstick on, get your face on. I'm going to give you a few minutes to be able to do that. Grab a glass of something so that you're ready to celebrate because we're going to celebrate tonight. Make sure you have a pen, make sure you have a pencil, maybe even have a highlighter because there's going to be some good stuff. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we have an expert panelist. We have an author in the building. She's going to be running one of the breakout sessions. She's going to be sharing just a little bit of her story and how she went through the process of publishing her own book this year. And she also just started a couple of months ago, December 1st to be exact. She just started on her path to creating an online course. And she's going to be launching a coaching program in 2022. So there's a lot going on with this beautiful expert panelist, and her name is Dashella Trammell. And so you will hear from her in the breakout session later on. All right. You will also hear from another expert panelist, Miss is Antonietta McGoey. She's going to be talking about her journey, her path with publishing. She started publishing with me back in the summer of 2021. and she published a book in 5 days. She was a part of my first challenge. She got that done. She gave me some amazing feedback. And so now, thanks to her, what I do is I develop that 5 day challenge. I add to it. I take away from it. I make it better and cleaner for people who are coming in. And I run that once a month for 5 days in a row. And I teach the process through Clubhouse, but I actually instruct um, and give steps through my online course. So you're going to be hearing from Antonietta later on in the breakout session. Make sure that you ask her about her books and her course that she's going to be developing in the future. So there we go. Later on, we're going to have a guest teacher. She's going to shut it down, right? She's going to shut it down. And I'm not going to give you too much of her story, but I'm just going to let you know that she's a 3-time author. She's a minister. She's a trainer. She's a coach. And she's going to be dropping some nuggets on you. So you definitely want to stay until the very, very end because she's going to shut it down. And I am your master teacher. Like I said, those books in my hand, those are some of the books that I've been able to publish over the past 5 or 6 years. My first book came out in 2017, and then 2018, I started coaching people. I believe my core belief is that self-publishing is a skill set. It is one of the most important skills of the 21st century, and no one is talking about it. And so I am a pioneer. I am on the forefront. I'm one of those weirdos that has a vision, right? And I'm just doing my thing, and the rest of the world will eventually catch up with me. I've discovered something. I've created something. I have a system. You see in the front of my shirt is 2 apples, and that represents teachers. My nickname is LT, the Buddy Teacher, because I love serving teachers. Because as teachers, I've taught in the public school for 18 years, and a lot of things that we do are in service of other people. And a lot of times we forget to serve ourselves. So that's why I always say, bring your cup because we're going to fill it up. We believe in serving teachers here. We serve educators all day long. This is my full-time job that I created for myself. This is what I always wanted to be when I grew up, but I didn't know until 2017 when I started publishing my books. And I didn't want to publish, but somebody told me I should. So I went ahead and did. And I'm absolutely blessed and I'm grateful that I went ahead and put that first book out. So if you're still thinking about, I don't know, I might want to do this first book, not sure, I'm just going to tell you to go ahead and do it because the amount of doors that are going to open after this first book, it's going to be incredible for you. So trust me, but don't just trust me. Trust the people that are in this room that are also going to be sharing their journey because they've been able to do some incredible things too after publishing their first book. All right. So once again, we have our mics off. Those are just some basic rules. All right, so the first thing we're going to write down is the power of the paperback. Paperback books are traditional books. You'll see off to the left is a history book that people have read. I'm a history teacher by trade. I've taught social science 6th through 8th grade. I've taught world history, U.S. history for not grades 9 through 12. I've taught at the AVID elective. I've been the AVID coordinator. I've done all kinds of things. I've taken kids to Washington, D.C. on trips. I was always the field trip teacher, the fundraising teacher, the party teacher. We would have parties every Friday because I believe that teaching should be fun. Teaching and learning should be fun. It's hard, it's rigorous, but there is room for fun. So when I say paperback book, what I mean is the manuscript that you complete and you put into a template and you create a paperback book. You can publish this book on Amazon, Barnes and Noble. There's a lot of different platforms where you can publish books now. We are living in an age where there's so much technology, there's so much information that it is darn near impossible for you to get anything done without having someone walk you through the steps. YouTube University is awesome. Google Guru is amazing, but there's so much information that if you don't have someone explain to you exactly what you need, you can get lost down the rabbit hole of the internet. So that is why I do what I do, because I've created a system to get paperbacks done within 90 days or less, because I cut out all the extra fluff and I give you what you need for speed. So your paperback can potentially become something that is massive. Okay, so I want you to think of your paperback as the very first product. But what happens is, after you produce this product, you will eventually have more products. I'll give you an example. One of my clients, Jackie Phillips, she created a book and she wanted to put out pre-sale. So she said, okay, anybody who buys the book within the next 30 days, you will get a free bookmark and you will get a signed autographed copy of the book. And I will send it to you myself as the author. So your book can easily become a bookmark where you can put little quotes that come from your book on the bookmark. You could create a postcard. You could create little index cards. You could create a journal or a workbook. So I don't want you to think about your paperback as just one book. Your paperback is multiple products, okay? Products that you can actually sell, and you can do bundles. Okay, you can do book bundles, you can do bonus sales, raffles, you can give some of these products away for free. Okay, don't just think of a manuscript as a paperback as just one product. A lot of people throw out their book and they say, okay, I hope people buy, but they don't think about all the other related products that are connected to the paperback. So we're going to go ahead and take our first break here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have everybody have a quick discussion about what you have learned so far.